What's up everyone, and welcome to Monday's edition of Reptile News. Now we're going to start off today in Lodi, New Jersey, in a story that really, I'm semi-confused about it because of how many different versions there are, but at the same time, the meat of the story kind of pisses me off a little bit. And what had happened is apparently somebody, I read in another article that it was a child, and then I read it was maybe an adult, but either way, somebody went into a Lodi pet store, at which time they purchased an albino corn snake. After taking it outside, they got in a altercation with the person they were with. Again, one article said it was the child that purchased the snake, his father. This particular article that I posted that has the text from the police report in it just says a man. But anyway, the person eventually threw the snake on the ground, stomped on its head intentionally, and left it there. The pet store did call animal control and complain about animal abuse, and they also called the Lodi Police Department to file a report as well. They do say that the person's come in the store many times before from out of state buying reptiles, and that they will no longer be allowed in the store. And now we're going to move on to a story out of Oregon, which I don't really understand. I mean, I understand what happened here, but a woman was apparently holding her pet python when it saw the gauge in her ear and then went through it and got stuck. Now I don't, how's the best way to say this? It's so hard to figure this stuff out. To each their own, and everybody, you know, nobody hurts anybody, no problem, but I never understood why people do that to their ears. Again, to each their own, but this snake got stuck. She did call the fire department out, and they attempted to get it out of her ear lobe, and they were unsuccessful, so she went to the ER where it was removed. No harm did come to the snake, but I'd imagine it's a embarrassing story to tell the grandchildren. Anyway, there's a YouTube video that I will embed on the story on the website, so go check that out and let me know what you think about people doing that to their ears. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Again, like I said, to each their own, everybody, no problem, but let me know what you think. And now we're going to move on to our title story out of Texas, where apparently a boy went to use the restroom and found a rattlesnake staring at him in the toilet. Unfortunately, in this story, that snake was dispatched via a shovel, which we never really like to see, but we all know what happened. After the incident, the father called Big Country Snake Removal, and when the technician arrived to the house, they found an additional 24 rattlesnakes in the house, in the cellar and in the basement, and babies. And I could only imagine for somebody that is not really a snake person that was just an absolute nightmare. And like I said, unfortunately, the snake in the toilet was killed. I don't see the fate of the other 24 snakes that they found, but I assume, since they called a snake removal service, that they were removed or relocated, not dispatched with the same fate as the one in the toilet. And like we always like to promote on this channel, and I try to promote anywhere, if for some reason you come across, I don't care if it's a harmless garter snake or a rattlesnake or whatever, leave it to the professionals to take care of it. Most injuries when it comes to snakes are done from people just not being smart and trying to handle it themselves. So again, call a professional. And now we're going to move on to Today in Awesome, where I found a YouTube video which was absolutely amazing. It was just recently shared, and it is of some African rock pythons kind of congregating on a rocky hillside. Apparently, as the story goes, this man went to relocate the snake because it was plaguing a nearby community and eating their goats and everything, and if it wasn't relocated, or if a snake wasn't relocated, they would have eventually killed it. And I've sat here and watched this YouTube video. Again, I'll embed this one on the website as well. I've watched it so many times today, and it's amazing to see so many large snakes in the wild. And one thing that kind of caught me as strange is I always thought that rock pythons were particularly aggressive, and seeing how close this guy was to them mating, I'm kind of shocked that he didn't have any issues, but they appear in the video just as gentle as a puppy, I guess, you know, and just simply wanted to get away once they realized that somebody was there filming them. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to end it. That's your news for this Monday. If you'd like to read any more about these stories, those links are right down in the description down below. And as always, if you're still watching now, you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other. We'll see you Wednesday.